DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. It is composed of small subunits or monomers called nucleotides. Each nucleotide consists of a phosphate, a sugar, and a nitrogen base. There are 4 nitrogen bases in DNA: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. Each nitrogen base pairs with a very specific nitrogen base. Adenine always bonds to thymine, and cytosine always bonds to guanine. DNA has a double helix structure, which was discovered by 2 scientists, Watson and Crick. It also kind of looks like a ladder. The phosphate and sugar is considered your backbone, and in the middle would be your nitrogen bases bonding with their complementary nitrogen base. There are 2 types of bonds found in DNA. Hydrogen bonds are really weak bonds that are found between nitrogen bases. Covalent bonds are bonds that are found hooking together nucleotides to build the DNA molecule. The order of the nitrogen bases that are held together by hydrogen bonds, this is the genetic code. So it contains all of the codes that your body needs to make proteins, and each protein determines the trait of individuals. DNA replication is a process of making a copy of your DNA in each of your cells. This needs to be performed for various reasons. So replication is when DNA gets copied. This happens in 4 steps. Step 1, DNA helicase unzips DNA. Remember, DNA is a double-stranded or double helix structure, so it gets unzipped from this enzyme. DNA polymerase, another enzyme, adds new nucleotides with matching bases. Phosphate, sugar, and a nitrogen base make up a nucleotide. The daughter, or the new DNA strand, is made as nitrogen bases match up, adenine to thymine, guanine to cytosine. And 2 double-stranded molecules are produced. Each one is composed of half of the old DNA molecule and half of the new molecule. Along with DNA replication, we have this process called the cell cycle. This is broken down into 3 main categories. The first part of the cell cycle is interphase. This is when the cell is growing. Interphase is divided into 3 smaller phases: G1, S, and G2. G1 stands for growth 1, and this is when the organelles form in each of your cells. The S stage, or synthesis, is when the DNA actually replicates. In G2, or growth 2, this is when the cell is preparing for mitosis, which is when the nucleus divides. So the second part of the cell cycle is mitosis or meiosis, when the nucleus is going to divide. After mitosis or meiosis, we have cytokinesis. This is when the cytoplasm, or the actual cell, divides.